Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through an entire guide and walkthrough of the new product that Google have just released as of recording this video, which is Google Vids. Now, Google Vids is an AI-powered video creation tool for work. And let's get straight into it. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind is that you can only actually access this if you are on selected plans for the Google Workspace. Now, if you're on the cheapest Google Workspace plan, this will not work, unfortunately. However, if you're on the next best thing, which I believe is the Business Plus or something like that, then it will work. And you can see from the homepage over here what kind of plans allow you to access Google Vids. But we're not here to see what plans access Google Vids. We're here to see how it actually works and what it is. Now, I'll be honest, it confused me a little bit to start off with. I wasn't really too sure as to what Google Vids was, but going through it and having a bit of practice today has taught me the art of it. So yeah, this will pretty much, it's quite cool. It's formatted and laid out like every other Google Suite app. You'll recognize this layout if you use Google Sheets, Google Docs, or Google Slides. So this just happens to be another one of their products. Now, this one seems to be quite nicely refined. So I am hoping that it lasts a while, and I'm hoping that it stays, and maybe Google doesn't rename it to something else. We know they're famous for renaming things. So for now, this is called Google Vids. So yeah, let me take you through some example ones that they've given us, and then we can have a look over there. So yeah, let's have a look at project video number 1. So first thing first, you might be wondering what actually is Google Vids. Well, it's kind of simple. It's like imagine PowerPoint, but I feel like I don't know how to explain it. It's like PowerPoint, but a bit more interactive, and it's a lot more video style in comparison to PowerPoint, which is very much static. PowerPoint is quite static in a sense that it's manual controlled. You know, it can be, Google Slides, it can be automatically managed. But this is very much something that you export into an MP4 file. You know, this isn't something you go through manually for someone. And the main difference you'll see is really at the bottom, and this is like a lot of other editing softwares have. This is your timeline, and and so unlike in Google Slides, where on the side is where you manage your slides and whatnot, at the bottom over here is actually where you manage your timeline. Now, don't be intimidated by the fact that this is technically an editing software. I would say this is probably the easiest editing software to use in the world right now, because when Google make this, that's their goal. You know, I'd imagine one of the things that was on their whiteboard, the project manager sat down and said, well, we need to make this as easy to do as possible, so that normal people are able to basically record and edit videos. So we're going to go through some of this stuff. Like I said, you have your timeline at the bottom, and this is an example video over here. We'll press play, and you can kind of see it's got transitions just like a Google slide would have. And if this one actually wants to load, let's refresh that one more time. And yeah, so whilst that's going, we'll have a look at a few other features. You can see we've got transitions, we've even got music, which is quite cool. I find it very useful, very nice. So you kind of get the gist of the type of videos that are that you can produce with this. Now, one thing to note is that videos can only be 10 minutes long. And yeah, so I actually have one of my friends working on this project file. So let's move to a different project file, and I'll take you through some of the features that are available. So let's duplicate a copy of this. Let's just go into the copy I made earlier. So first things first, I'm going to take you through some features, and then I'll show you what it's like to make your own one. Now, you've noticed as well, I'm sure you'll notice that there's a few major components to this, and one of them is the audio, and one of them is the videos inside of it. Now, you'll notice that in the examples, there's a lot of kind of like stock footage-esque videos, and this is actually one of my favorite things about Google Vids, and it is that they actually give you stock footage to add yourself for free, which I find really cool. So you can see inside this pane over here is some video footage. So I can keep video, record video, or I can replace this video, and I can search up in stock media. And stock media is great. I mean, there is so much. I don't know if anyone watching this, you may have researched stock media before, but stock media is so expensive. Just for like simple videos or a simple photograph, you'll need to pay. You need to buy a membership or buy the photo outright. It's just not ideal at all. But if you use this Google one, I do believe. Don't quote me on this. I do believe you can use this even for commercial. Well, you definitely can use this for commercial purposes, but I believe even for profit. So I believe you have like a full publisher license with these stock footages. Now, one thing I will say is these stock footages are provided by, I think it's Getty's Images. I think if I click on the photo here, yeah, you can see it's from Getty Images, which I think it's great. You can learn more about the content policies down below. Like I said, I would double check before you use these videos to make profit. So yeah, something to consider. We could actually have a look at those content policies now if we really want to. Let's have a look. So you can add. It shows you how to add them. So images can be used for video for personal, education, or commercial purposes and must be in accordance with the abuse program policies and the acceptable. Stock content is made available for Vids in part of creating a video. Stock content cannot be publicly displayed and distributed on a standalone basis. Stock content may not be offered for sale or used within templates to provide to third parties. It may not also be incorporated into a logo, corporate ID, trademark, or service mark. And you cannot use stock content featuring a person in an unflattering or unduly controversial way. So basically, you can use this. You can even upload your videos to YouTube, which I think is really good. I guess so long as you're not just using the stock footage, but you're using the stock footage in conjunction with a Google Vids video. So I think that's really good. I'd imagine Google are paying a lot of money to give us access to all of this stock footage. So it's pretty much a blessing that you can use this. Now remember that the main goal of this software as a whole is so that companies can make internal videos really easily. So we're gonna make an internal video, and I just want to show you how great this is, how easy it is to make internal videos. So here we are. I'm on the Vids dashboard, kind of like homepage, and we're going to click the plus in the corner. Now I'm sure everyone's familiar with this plus. It exists in all of the softwares. And so here you have a few options. So you can actually describe your video in a few sentences, and it will actually pick some templates for you to choose from. And then using that, it will even make the individual pages that will be shown in the videos. And it pretty much gives you a head start, which I think is phenomenal. So yeah, we're going to do that. But I'll just go through the other options as well. You can go through loads of existing templates. Some of these are really cool. And super modern. These are kind of, if you wanted to make these from scratch, this would cost you so much money, or you'd need to pay a designer to do it. So I mean, look how cool some of these are. And you can, like I said, you can kind of tell that Google's goal for this is to enable businesses to make internal videos. Internal videos are becoming increasingly popular. Just in the corporate world. I think companies have found out that people are bored of reading PDFs, and people are bored of reading kind of long email reports. And so a lot of people haven't noticed, but it's becoming quite popular for companies to have their own Viscom departments, where people are sending in requests, and there's like a whole team that makes videos for certain things. I know some banks do it, and so on and so forth. But anyway, the video we're going to create, let's say, let's do this. Let's say it's a annual surprise employee bonus announcement. There we go. So we'll click next, and this is I think this is great. So look, it's gonna edit. It's gonna give us an outline of our video, and this outline is kind of like the bare bones skeleton. So, and it just knows. I believe this uses Gemini, and so it's going to be an introduction. Hi, my name is blah blah blah. Welcome and thank you for joining. And then this is the announcement immediately. Appreciation for dedication, recognizing employees' success and contributions, bonus details, amount of bonus, explanation of calculation, timeline, celebration, cheers to the team, encourage team bonding, conclusion, and thank you. So like this is, I'll be honest with you, I mean, I think it would be quite hard to say that that's a bad plan. This is a very good outline for a video, and all I did was type in 5 words. So I think this is great. Anyone can now make internal videos using AI. Even better so, all the cool templates we saw earlier are here now. So we can choose something. I quite like this. We'll use this one. Now we can pick our colors. There's a lot of different designs and whatnot. We'll just go with the first one, and we'll create the draft video. So take a little bit. Now I want to know, I'm really not too sure if there's any restrictions that come with actually making these kind of videos. I don't know if a given Google Workspace account actually has a limit on how many you can make, but you should be okay. Now there's a lot of cooler features. Now something we can actually do is generate a voiceover. And this is crazy. Let's give that a go. Let's generate a voiceover, and that was instantaneous. We can hear what it's going to say.
Hello everyone, welcome to our annual bonus announcement.
I think that's pretty cool. Obviously, it's not as good as, let's say, 11 Labs quality, but it is pretty good. It's surprising. I didn't actually know Google had a voice model, but I guess they do. And look, there's a lot more options. Something I will say as well is that let's do something. Let's do soothing. One thing I will say is that this will only get better. If you're not a fan of the voiceovers now, give it 3 months, and these are probably going to be indistinguishable from human. And what's great as well is you generate the voiceover, and then you can just click directly insert into timeline, which I think is super cool. So we can actually go ahead and click play.
Hello everyone, welcome to our annual bonus announcement.
And look at that. That was great. Now, as you can see, it's kind of automatically giving us some music here, and I'm not really a fan of the music, so what I can do is I can just delete it. And later on, if I ever want to insert any media or music, I can just go to the insert section. But yeah, so here we are. Here's our first slide. Now, I want you to think about this kind of, if you've never done video editing before, it's kind of best to just think about this like these are all slides, except that instead of it being like a proper slideshow, in fairness and in reality, you're just editing something on a slight timeline, which I think is quite an easy concept to grasp and understand. Now, let's talk about these bits at the bottom here, which is what I've just been mentioning. You'll notice that by default it sets a lot of them. I guess it depends on what the conversational topic is, but you can see that when you highlight them, this little black box at the top is the overall time for that specific frame. I say frame, but it's kind of like this video. So what you can actually do is you can kind of drag and extend it, and then that will edit the time. This one I believe was 3 seconds, so we're just going to keep it there. And then as you're dragging your cursor along the timeline, you can actually see the time go up, and then right at the end you'll see here we go, 1 minute and 38 seconds, and then that's how long my video is. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind, I may have mentioned this earlier, is that videos can only be 10 minutes long maximum, but I don't know, that's fine by me. So yeah, let's have a look. So first slide we had was a hello everyone, welcome to our annual bonus announcement. And then I'm excited to share some exciting news with you today. Fuck it. We'll generate the voiceover. and we'll insert that into the timeline. Now I believe I can actually drag this on top with the other one, so it's just straight back to back, and let's see what we have so far.
Hello everyone, welcome to our annual bonus announcement. I'm excited to share some exciting news with you all today.
And then you can see it's kind of, look, it's just cycling through. You can see it's got its own stock footage, which I think is great. And I mean, look at this. It's put dollar signs and money. Like it completely basically generates you this video, and it even generates you scripts in the side. I think this is a fantastic product, and it kind of goes to show you the power of AI. And I think this is really good. What's really cool as well is, you can record yourself here and insert it directly into the timeline. Now it won't reveal specific details that you give it. So for instance, this is a bonus. So it tells you where to insert it. So you can insert your fair and transparent calculation here, and then it will tell you the payment date. Like, I think this is great. And if you want to edit any of these things, what's really cool is you just click on the window pane, and then you just click on it, and then it's just a text box. And it really is no different to editing the way you would edit let's say a Google slide. So I think that's great. Now let's say over here, so we had this bit, which was the calculation, which is really cool. There's someone on a calculator. What we'll do over here, I don't like this video, so we're just going to click on that and delete it. And we're going to go to insert, and we're going to go to stock media. And yeah, let's just search up money. So let's see what money gives us. We want some videos, so we can actually click on videos just to see videos. And I like this one. She looks happy. That's how the employees will look. And you can literally just drag and drop it onto the screen. And then you're gonna want it to loop. So what you can do is, if we close out this pane over here, then you click playback options. I would click loop video. Just so it's playing in the time period that your bonus celebrate or calculation is being written, and then that is that. You can even set the video as the entire background, which I think is quite cool. I guess you'll see the video. I mean, these are features that would otherwise be very hard. That would be very hard to achieve as a normal person using editing software. I think editing software can be very complicated, whether you're using Premiere Pro, DaVinci, or simple stuff like iMovie. But I think yeah, this kind of opens it up for a lot of people, and just normal people like you and I, to edit simple videos. Now, chances are you're probably not going to be able to make crazy YouTube videos with this or anything, but like I said, this is more angled as an internal tool right now for business use. So if that's your thing, then I would definitely recommend using this. Now, obviously, using videos can boost morale, improve conversion rates, and really get your message across better to your employees. So yeah, now let's have a quick look at some of these transitions and whatnot. So you can see in between each of these videos is this kind of like blue oval. Now this blue oval obviously means your transitions. There's a few of them, and like I said, I think this is great. This is so intuitive and easy to understand. You can literally just decide what you want it to look like. It will show you. You can have no transition, you can have a fading one, you can adjust the duration. I like the push one, spin and flicker. That one's a bit too much, I'd say. Sorry if you have a photosensitive epilepsy. And yeah, so if you want to get a better look at your timeline as well, you can zoom in over here. You can have a look at all the timing. You can just select something and show the timing for that. If you want to add a new scene, you can click add, and it will automatically add something based on the template that you had added, or the style. Now, don't get me wrong, you can always insert your own media, you can insert your own images, your own footage, your own recordings, voiceovers, so on and so forth, placeholders, charts, tables, you name it. You can add it into this. And yeah, so that is that for this section. We'll kind of go through a few of the other tools. Now, remember, this is very similar to how it works with Google Slides. Now, you can have it if you have a look up here. Something that some people usually ask is, can I add captions? Well, you can. You can add auto-generated captions, which are pretty good. If you want to get the script pane back up, just click View and then Show Scripts. You can see that's the script pane for each of the scenes. And yeah, I mean, I think that is that. It's very self-explanatory. You edit the page the same way you would edit. I mean, look, this is exactly the same as Google Sheets or Google Slides. Not Google Sheets, more Google Slides and Google Docs. And yeah, it's just super simple, super intuitive, and I think it's a cool concept, and I hope Google stick with it. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Now, one more thing I did want to mention as well is that in the stock media, there's actually music too, which I think is great. Now, as far as I'm concerned, this music is copyright free, but I wouldn't I don't know, have a look at that before you risk it. Listen to some of that. But yeah, one thing you could do as well is drag music, is find music, and you can search it. Something you'll find as well is that when you're typing in or what you're searching for, let's say I want to do a bonus. Let's do happy upbeat. If I search that, I guess it should show me happy and upbeat music. Yeah, literally the top one is happy upbeat music. Wow, sorry that was very loud. And yeah, so you can just basically drag and drop this onto your timeline, and you can make it start and finish where and whenever you want. And there you go. I've got music playing now. Now, if I don't want it to clash with my other audio, I can just create another timeline, and then yeah. So that is pretty much that. Now, just a couple more things. You can see on the right side of your screen, you have kind of like another menu, which you don't actually see anywhere else in Google, or Google Suite of tools, really. So first things first, you have Help Me Create an Image, which I think is great. So this is obviously Gemini's image creation tool. So let's say a meeting room with money, the desk. Say corporate meeting room with money in the desk. So let's click create and see what that does. Now, this can take up to 20 seconds because it's generative AI. We all know how that goes by now. Hopefully you do. This could be great or it could be bad, and that's that. But I think I'm pretty happy. I'm just happy to be here, to be honest with you. I think this is a cool tool. So I don't want to click away whilst that's generating. There we go. Look at that. And so this is a completely custom image, basically made for my video here, which I think is great. So yeah, just definitely take advantage of this tool. I would not, as some people say, don't sleep on this tool. I think this is really cool. And obviously, you can edit images and whatnot in the same way that you would using pretty much any other image tool, any other Google Suite application. Now, if we have a look down here, you can drag in shapes. We'll put in a smiley face. You can, again, browse stock media. You can browse your own media. You can record. You can have a look at scripts. So this is quite a useful bar at the right. Don't sleep on the bar on the right. And yeah, so that is pretty much everything. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you definitely take advantage of this tool. I think it's brilliant. It's literally released today, the day I'm recording this. and I'd imagine they're going to improve it. You might come across some bugs if you're watching this early on, but yeah, use this for your company, use this for your employees, or use this for your team or whatever. I think people would really appreciate it. Making a PowerPoint is one thing, but sending people a video is another. And I think people appreciate videos a lot more. And these videos, I don't know, they kind of add that human aspect to things, even though they can be mostly AI generated. So yeah, give it a go. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any more questions about this topic, Google Vids, have a look at my channel. I have loads of videos about it that my channel partner has made for me today. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Have a good one, and goodbye.